my time at LCA, I just put it into it's just a blessing. I mean, I was blessed to have the parents I have that was able to let me go to this school, and the education I gained and the faith I just built upon being here. And so it's a blessing to be back and to see all the faces and just be in this environment, this great environment.
Well, and you did so much at Thomas More, and you set school records here, KHSA records here. You broke all kinds of records at Thomas More and had a very successful football career and academic career there. How did coming here at LCA, did that prepare you well for college and now out of college, now that you've gone on?
Coming to LCA, I mean, it helped me a lot towards just my faith and also in the classroom. I mean, if I didn't come to LCA, I don't think I would be the man I am today. I mean, I've really learned a lot coming to LCA. I mean, it's a blessing to be here. The people I've formed relationships with, and just the faith-based atmosphere. I mean, it was great, and I mean, I think that's what helped me set me up for a successful college career was coming to LCA.
Well, and you won a state championship while you were here. What's another? I know that's a great memory, obviously, but what are a couple of the other memories you take with you from your time here?
Some memories I take with me from LCA would be just the guys I played football with. I mean, I came here halfway through the 7th grade, but from the 7th grade on, the guys I played football with, we all stuck together. So from the 7th grade on, we carried that whole team. Nobody dropped off, and that's what ultimately led us to the state championship. So I feel like those guys, they will always be my brothers and somebody I can always go to, and the guys I always remember.
Well, you're in our Hall of Fame, and we appreciate you, and we just hope you come back, and hopefully this means something to you that you've been honored, and you always have a home here at LCA. But it's got to be a special feeling to be able to go back and know that your plaque's always going to be hanging somewhere and you'll always be remembered.
Oh yeah, it's a blessing knowing that the plaque will be up on the wall, and just see the faces of all the guys who have made great accomplishments alongside of me, and it's just a blessing just to be a part of the LCA Hall of Fame, and I just look forward to always being on that wall and hope for many more LCA athletes to make it on the wall as well.
Thanks so much, Dominic.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
And like I said, I hope you I'd tell you.
Look like a hick.
Well, Robbie Ross, man, it's so great to have you back. You've done so much since you left here at LCA. And I know you make your off-season home here, but can you just talk a little bit about your time at LCA and kind of what that meant to you?
Yeah, it was really special. I mean, just from, being with the guys that I had in school together and just getting to play a sport here that, I got to play soccer, I got to play baseball here, but, just getting to have those experiences with guys and then, having the coaches that I did have that were here that were so special and, hold a place in my heart personally, that could really work with me and encourage me, not just through the sport, but also through, my spiritual walk. And that was awesome. Like Aaron Mers, Coach Akatsa, Coach Galloway. I mean, B-Ray wasn't here at the time, but, getting to know him over the years from being just around here, it's been awesome.
Well, I mean, you've obviously, you out of high school athletically on the athletic field, you went straight to the minor leagues. You went and made your way, and obviously now pitching. I think you're entering your 4th or 5th year in the big leagues. How did being here at LCA how has it helped you prepare for life in the big leagues, in the minor leagues, and as a foundation for you?
I mean, it was great. Like I said earlier about, obviously we had great teachers here who were awesome to me, who encouraged me and helped me out when I needed help in school, and then also, like I said earlier about the coaches, like that was the biggest thing. Like where I'm at right now, having people and men of God like Keith Galloway and Aaron Mers and on down the line, those guys who really encouraged me and helped me out while I was here really have pretty much put a stamp on it in the sense of that, hey, like we're here to love you and be a friend to you, not only a coach, but we're also here to be someone who is trying to help your walk with Christ just as much as you're trying to, improve your walk each and every day.
Well, and you obviously deserve the honor you're getting tonight, being put into the LCA Athletic Hall of Fame. What are some of your best memories of being here at LCA on the ball field, whether it's soccer or baseball? But.
Well, I mean, if it had to be, soccer, we had a game where we went down to the last 10 or 15 seconds in the All-A Classic, and I scored a goal that was, it was a free kick, and we scored, and it was like, what is going on kind of moment. That was special, really special for me. But, with baseball, we had so many moments where, we came together as a team and enjoyed it and things that, were just really special. Like, probably one of the biggest ones was when we were in Niceville. I remember this, vividly, because Coach Mers came up and said to me, the bases were loaded, I'm pretty sure, and we had one out maybe, or maybe on first and second, whichever it was. Mers, they were going crazy. We were winning by 1 run, and I think we had 1 out. We had to get 2. And I remember Mers coming up and saying, the fans were going crazy, and Mers is like, dude, this is great. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you get to sit out here, and all these people think they're going to win, and you get to crush that dream of winning. And so I thought it was the coolest thing ever when he said, I was like, he's exactly right. Like, this is awesome, So that was something really special.
Well, it's what's amazing to me is someone who's attained, playing in the big leagues is a dream of every little boy who's ever played baseball, and getting to do that. But remembering those kind of memories from high school to that level of detail makes it, I think, hit home for some people that it is really memorable, these high school years and these formative years. So, I think you understand how big an honor we feel this is. We want you to always feel like you come home, you come here, and that there'll be this plaque, for all times that'll commemorate it. But if you had to put it into words, Andy Green, who's also in our Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Now, you, for all I know, you're going to be playing against him next year with the Padres. He made mention of this school academically and spiritually, giving him a foundation. The rigors of playing on the road and being on bus trips and the lifestyles that you have to live in the minor leagues and that he doesn't know if he'd been able to stay firm with his faith the way he did if he hadn't gone to LCA. Did you find a similar experience?
I think LCA did put a groundwork from my faith off of the things that I learned at school, and not just from learning in class, but also from the teachers, like I said, and the coaches. I mean, that was the biggest thing for me, was having people who preached and they practiced what they preach, I guess you could say, and had guys who would come out and they would encourage you not out of just trying to make you fear or make you out of like, hey, you're never going to make it, but out of like, hey, it's okay to fail as long as you're doing everything for God and you're pursuing Him in that. So that was always something special to me. I really do believe that having LCA and being here was one of the best experiences for me, because my brothers aren't here at LCA anymore, and I know they want to be here, but at the same time, I was blessed with the opportunity to be able to stay here all my years, and it was awesome. It really was. And I know that they probably miss LCA as much as I miss that they're not going here too. But it's really special thing that I got to graduate here and be a part of this. This, I guess you could say, organization, but also like just being part of this family. Like it's really unbelievable, because everyone here is here not just for let's just get people in here. It's the fact of like, hey, we want to combine you in here and just pursue Christ the way that we want to and think that we can do it. So that was always something special to me, is that everyone here had the same mission, and it was to just bring people into Christ and help them further their walk.
Well, Robbie, thank you so much. I know you got a bunch of work going on with your Mission 108 and the organization you and your wife Brittany created, another LCA alum.
Yes.
Appreciate you having back. Enjoy the evening.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Terry.
You're running low.
Good evening. Welcome to PrepSpin High School Basketball tonight. Big city matchup between the Lexington Christian Eagles and the Dunbar Bulldogs. I'm Greg Horn. I'll be doing your play-by-play, and I'm joined by former WKU and UK basketball player Mr. Todd Ziegler. And Zig, man, that's a big-time early matchup with the Eagles 5-1 and Dunbar undefeated.
Well, it is a great early season matchup. Dunbar's really showing some life early here, and they've got 2 or 3 key players that runs their motor, and Lexington Christian's got some really good young players that are developing and playing well themselves.
Well, this is a really big game this early year. Dunbar was expected to be good. They're ranked 3rd in the state right now. Of course, they're led by the junior sensation Tavion Hollingsworth. He's averaging almost 30 points a game. And Darius Williams is 2nd on their team, averaging 15 points a game. And so we know that they're going to put up a lot of points, Todd, as they average 71 points a game. But LCA's averaging a little bit over 60, so we expect to see a lot of points tonight.
Well, they'll get the ball up and down the court. It is these are 2 high-scoring teams, so hopefully we'll see some good defense. It might slow them down a little bit tonight.
Well, that's kind of the way it was last week when LCA played Tates Creek. It was only 22. Tied at 22 at halftime, and but then LCA kind of cut loose and wound up scoring in the 60s and tailed Tates Creek to the high 30s. So it's one of those things that with a big district matchup, usually everybody comes out a little bit tight. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it that way here tonight. So LCA's being led by Trey King, and Trey King, the 6'6" junior, just having a phenomenal year for the Eagles. He is leading them in scoring right now at 22 points a game. Then you've got Trevor Hill, the senior, and Kyle Rode, the sophomore, averaging 12.5 points a game. And then rounding out the starting lineup is sophomore Austin Hall. He is 6'4", and a freshman point guard, Isaiah Hunt, who's having a nice year himself. He's averaging 6 points a game. And Austin Hall is averaging only 3 points a game, but he just kind of does the dirty work. And, Todd, you always got to have a good guy that's just willing to scrap, play defense, get the loose balls, rebound, and play good defense for you.
Well, and that really rounds out your team when you have those role players that are really playing with high energy, doing the dirty work, and making plays.
All right, well, looking forward to a big-time game tonight. We're glad you joined us on PrepSpin. We want to thank White Greer Maggard for being our sponsor tonight, and also All Sports. So they make this possible, and so we were so appreciative of them and what they do. William Warfield's founder and president and owner of PrepSpin is on the camera tonight, so we brought the A-team for you tonight, and looking forward to a great game as Dontel Brown is going to jump against Trey King. LCA gets a tag, goes to Austin Hall, and he passes it over to Trevor Hill. Dunbar opens up in a man-to-man. Rowe looks inside the King right off the bat, but good deflection there by Dunbar, but it goes out of bounds off. Yes, Trey King's hand, so Dunbar gets it for their first time in the game.
LCA starting out in about a 3/4 court press, a little soft one there.
Did a lot against Tates Creek. Jump shot is good for Dunbar. That number, I think, said number 2.
Dontel Brown.
So it makes it 2-3. That was a 3. I apologize. Dunbar up 3-0. Kyle Rhodes got it. Foul's called on Dunbar right there, reaching in. So Justin Kelly with his first foul of the night. So it'll be side out of bounds for LCA. Trevor Hill's got it, the senior, having an outstanding senior year, shooting really well from the 3-point line. Kyle Rhodes, sophomore, drives. He's called for steps. Everybody a little tight in a big city game like this so far, Todd.
But Dunbar's coming out in an aggressive man-to-man, and you got to make good decisions, and you can't turn the ball over like that.
All right. Dunbar looks inside, tries to pass it. Kelly's got it, passes it out. Shots up. It's off. Rebound by Dunbar. Off again. Austin Hall comes out of it for the Eagles. Got 7 minutes. Kyle Rowe gets it inbounds to Trevor Hill. Senior will bring it up. Rhodes got it, looks inside to Trey King. Trey King shooting turnaround jump shots, can put it on the floor. Just a huge improvement over his sophomore year, really getting comfortable with his body. Shooting threes too, so one of the best players in the city along with Tavion Hollingsworth.
Tried to force the ball inside a little bit there to Trey.
Runner in the lane. It's off. Gets his own rebound. Nice putback there.
Darius Williams. Good scrappy bucket there.
Makes it 5-0. Dunbar Bulldogs ahead 6 minutes, 14 seconds in the opening quarter. LCA hosting Dunbar tonight. Isaiah Hunt, the freshman point guard, has it. Versus it to Austin Hall. He looks inside. They want to get to Trey King. Their leading scorer shoots a three. It's good.
Good-looking shot from the big guy.
Yeah, last year that wouldn't have been thought of. This year that is a regular shot for him, so he's worked really hard this summer. Great pass inside to Dontel Brown. He finished it. Makes it 7-3 Bulldogs. 5 minutes, 43 seconds in the opening quarter. Dunbar with that full court pressure. Isaiah Hunt breaks it, takes it all the way, but he's going to be called for the charge.
Well, I think success tonight for Lexington Christian is going to be handling the press and not making turnovers. Got to make good decisions.
Dante Brown did a great job there taking the charge. Dontel Brown. Jumpers up. It's off.
One of those long rebounds off a three-pointer run down by Dunbar.
Drive there. Hollingsworth. Basket's good. Makes it 9-3 Bulldogs up on the Eagles. 9-3, 5 minutes, 5 seconds left. Trevor Hill brings it up, kicks it over to Isaiah Hunt. Kyle Rowe versus Austin Hall, the sophomore. Good deflection by Darius Williams. Isaiah Hunt gets it, but Darius Williams, great hustle. Turnover goes to the Bulldogs. They're running. Hollingsworth with the runner in the lane. It's good. You see why he averages 30 points a game there, Todd.
Yeah, that defensive pressure by Dunbar is tough to handle, and Hollingsworth knows how to finish.
Isaiah Hunt, just a freshman, not seen pressure like this, I'm sure. Kyle Rode, the sophomore, kicks it back out to Trevor Hill. Nate Valentine, well, he wants to get a 30-second, wants to get his guys settled down. This is a big city matchup. Dunbar ranked third in the state, 5-0, so you got a young team on LCA. You've only got one senior starter, and came out with a little bit of jitters, Todd.
Well, it's a good timeout. They don't look comfortable. They've got some pressure on them defensively from Dunbar, and it's a good timeout. So I think Coach Valentine will get his guys settled down and hopefully get a little half-court offensive rhythm going here soon.
Well, Dunbar's got Darius Williams as the senior out there on the court. Justin Kelly, a senior. Tavion Hollingsworth is a junior. Got a lot of experience, played a lot as a freshman and a sophomore. And they also have Jordan Brown as a senior, Dunbar does, and Vincent Clark. So they've got a little bit more experience than LCA. LCA just has 3 seniors on their whole roster. And Trevor Hill is the one that plays the most. Checking into the game for LCA now, getting his first action tonight is Jacob Blakeman. Jacob is I believe he's a sophomore, so he is. He's into the game for the first time. Gives Isaiah Hunt, the freshman, a little breather as he was struggling a little bit with that extreme ball pressure by Dunbar. Hall, nice kick. That'll be a dunk for Trey King.
That's a good trip out of a timeout like that, Greg. It's a great play there.
Nate Valentine did a great job there making the substitution. And
a quick turnover by Dunbar.
2 good things come out of that timeout. A good bucket, a dunk for Trey King, and then a turnover. So 11-5. Bulldogs up on LCA, and then Dunbar's called for a foul there. That foul is going to be on number 0. His first foul. That is Jordan Lewis, the senior guard. Trey King's got it. Reverses it to Austin Hall. Looks inside to Kyle Rode. He gets it. Rode tries to go up. Muscles it up. Wow.
That was great play by Kyle. He caught that, a tough pass one-handed, brought it in, and then gathered his feet, got the bucket.
LCA playing like a 2-3. Great move there by Hollingsworth, and it's good. Man, what a great touch this young man has. He just had a coming out party in a big tournament in Marshall County last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, I guess, and some of the top teams in the country. And he had 36 and has gotten on a lot of colleges' radars now with his outstanding performance. 13-7 Bulldogs. Trevor Hill with the 3. Rims in and out. Rebound to Dunbar. Bulldogs looking to run. Tavion Hollingsworth, pull-up jumper. Rims out. Rebound by Trevor Hill, the senior. He's running, going to try to push it. Takes it all the way. Nice drive by Hill.
Well, they had the opportunity there. They pushed it right back at that defensive pressure and found an opportunity, made a good play. I think that was one of our seniors. Is that right, Greg?
Trevor Hill, the senior. A great move. Good defense there. Got caught up in the air. Hollingsworth did that time. But great hustle by the junior. He gets the steal. Made up for a bad offensive play with a great defensive play, and as a coach, that's what you like to see.
I think you'd like to see get the ball into a guard's hands at that point.
Yep, no doubt. Trey probably too aggressive there, but just wanting to win. LCA was another turnover there. I think it actually did go off Dunbar, so they will get it and have a foul call. Trevor Hill called on the foul for the Eagles. That's going to be his first, team's fourth. Two minutes and 18 seconds in his opening quarter. Dunbar 13, LCA 9. Deflection by Kyle Rode. Rode gets a pass back from Hill. He goes up. He's fouled. Almost gets the M1, but it rims out. So great pass there to Hill, and Rode almost with the finish time.
Yeah, great defensive play. Kyle is a big guy out there on the front end of that zone half-court defense, and was able to get a hand on it. Got the transition, got the foul, and hit the first free throw.
Kyle Rode averaging 12.5 points from the free throw line this year.
Knocked down the second.
Shooting 67%, so he got them both. So got us a 2-point game here. Dunbar 13, LCA 11. 2 minutes and 6 seconds in the opening quarter. Hollingsworth kicks it out. Dunbar called for the travel. I believe it.
Well, I go back to that timeout that Coach Valentine called. I'm not sure what all adjustments he made, but he made the right ones. It's been a different game since that timeout.
You're exactly right. Eagles have gone on a 6-0 run here and cut it down to 2. Trevor Hill brings it up. He's being pressured by Jordan Lewis, and Lewis takes it from Hill, dunks it.
At full court, man-to-man pressure.
15-11 Dogs. Get it inside the road. He goes up, rims out, but that'll be there. LCA with a little bit of a size advantage inside, so I'm sure with Trey King and Kyle Rode, they're going to take more advantage of that.
You can tell they are intentionally trying to get the ball down on the block.
Austin Hall gets tripped up on the play. 5-second call, so that's going to be a turnover. Trevor Hill said, wow, that was a quick 5, but only 5 that counts is what the referee's counting, and he says that it was 5. So Dunbar gets it on the turnover. 15-11, Bulldogs ahead. 1 minute, 41 seconds left. Thanks for joining us on PrepSpin tonight. I'm Greg Horn, joined by Todd Ziegler. I want to thank White, Greer, Maggard, and All Sports for being our sponsors. Make sure you thank them for making high school basketball possible on PrepSpin. Darius Williams got the ball on the wing, guarded by Isaiah Huntford. Nice crossover by Williams. Great take there by that senior.
Yeah, he's got a quick first step, and after a crossover, he really attacked the defense and drove basically from 20 feet out all the way to the basket. We're going to have to scoot over there and block that path to the basket.
Darius Williams having a great year, averaging 16 points. As he makes the first free throw to make it 16-11 Bulldogs. From the free throw line, he's shooting 67%. Makes both of them there. Looked good on that one. So 17-11. Dunbar answering with a little 4-0 run of their own since LCA went on a 6-0 run. Deflection there by Hollingsworth. Not only a good offensive player, also a good defensive player. LCA throws over the pass this time. Rode goes strong to the basket and finishes it. 17-13, Bulldogs. 1 minute, 12 seconds left, first quarter.
Dunbar pushes the ball up the court quick.
Yeah, you better get back on defense against Dunbar because they are getting it out and going. Great pass by Hollingsworth to Brown, but Blakeman, the sophomore for LCA, with a nice block. LCA fans like it. A lot of them dressed in Santa attire and got their hats, enjoying a little Christmas spirit. Shot up by Vincent Clark, and he's fouled. Get a chance for the three the old-fashioned way.
That was a little too easy. It was a short inbounds pass, went straight up for the shot, and the defense was behind it. Got a little contact as well.
That one's going to be on number 21 for LCA.
Dunbar in that full court Looks like they're doing a little trapping full court now.
20-13 Bulldogs, 54 seconds left. Rhodes got it. Pressure, great pressure by Dunbar. Can't run their offense so far away from the basket, but the pressure the Bulldogs are putting on them, it's hard to get into offense. Now Dunbar playing a little zone. Isaiah Hunt with the jumper, it's off. Blakeman with the rebound, kicks it out to Hill.
Dunbar in looks like they're in a little bit of a zone, but extending the pressure on it.
Yes, they are. They even creating pressure out of the zone. Almost get another turnover. 14 seconds left. Hill's got it. Nate Valentine calls out the play. Dunbar in the 2-3, mixing up their defenses some. 3 seconds. Kyle Rhodes going to have to go up with a three-point shot, and it's a little short. But that will be the end of our first quarter, 20-13. So we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back at the end of the first quarter. It's Dunbar 20, LCA 13.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm Other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
By Hill. Shot will go for King. Kyle Road battles off glass good. Kyle Road, the freshman. Great spin move by Kyle Road.
Welcome back to the Lexington Christian Academy. High school basketball tonight. Big city matchup between the Eagles and the Dunbar Bulldogs. I'm Greg Horn, joined by Todd Ziegler. Got a great first quarter, 2013. It was a game of, the first quarter was a game of run, or a quarter of runs, not a game. Dunbar started off with one. LCA responded to the 6-0 run, and then Dunbar closed out with a 7-0 run. So
I think Dunbar's got the pace going that they like. 20-point quarter in high school basketball is 80-point game. That's the kind of pace that they want. That favors Dunbar.
LCA, great touch pass there by Kyle Rowe. Trey King with the finish. Nice pass by
good play.
The sophomore Rowe. Makes it 22-15. Bulldogs up by 7.
It's amazing what that one extra pass does.
Yes, it does. Great shot there. 3 ball by Dontel Brown. Makes it 25-15. Pierce Dalton, the freshman in for LCA, number 2. Been playing some really good outside shooter. If Dunbar stays in the zone, he might be able to help loosen that up a little bit. He's got good 3-point range. Road has it. It's looking inside. I know they like to get it to Trey King. And Dalton underneath, but probably not a good place for him to get it. He gets it in the corner where he is comfortable. Shoots it. Goes up and hits the top of the scoreboard. So it's a tough break there for the young man, but that'll have to go over to the Bulldogs.
That was a shooter's bounce, though.
Yes, it was. Hollingsworth with it. Reverses it. Nice drive. Kicks it out. Hollingsworth again. Good pass. Clark up for the jump shot. Misses. King with a rebound.
Good block out on that.
6 minutes, 4 seconds till halftime. Kyle Rowe drives baseline. Good defense there by Dunbar. Dunbar being aware of where Trey King is at all times, not letting him get any easy touches, and average over 22 points a game. Try to run an alley-oop, and it works. Nice pass by Kyle Rowe.
I think the defender on the backside of that zone fell asleep, and Kyle and Trey kind of eyed each other.
Watch this replay of this great pass from Kyle Rode on the alley-oop backdoor dunk to Trey King. He goes up and punches it. And, you know, Todd, we did some games together last year, and I'm just amazed at the difference in 1 year from his sophomore junior year for Trey King.
Well, he's much more mature. His body is stronger. He seems more coordinated. His footwork looks better. And, you know, it's not unexpected, though. We saw these bright spots coming in spurts last year when he had an opportunity. He's really coming along, much like we expected, but he has really made some improvements.
All right, well, Dunbar calls a timeout. Coach wanted to make sure that LCA didn't go on another run, and how they got back in it and got it down to 13-11 after being down 13-5. But it's 25-17, Bulldogs on top. See why they're the third-ranked team in the state. A lot of offensive firepower, great defensive pressure. Pierce Dalton, Trevor Hill up top on the 2-3. Hall, King, and I believe it's Blakeman. It's game. We've got 2 number 5s that we were given, so it's either Christian Macbeth or Blakeman. We'll find that out at halftime for you.
Dunbar falls back into half-court zone defense, but extending the pressure still.
In the corner to Hall, great touch pass to Kyle Rode, and he finished it. Key to that, good movement. Hall got rid of that pass quick and didn't give the defense time to react, and Rode finishes it. But Dunbar comes right back. Darius Williams with the jumper. 27-19 Bulldogs, 4 minutes, 54 seconds. Now LCA trying to get a little more comfort on some zone offense. Dunbar started out full court press, man-to-man, but been playing 2-3 zone last couple minutes of the first quarter and opened up the second quarter. Tried to look inside there, Trevor Hill did, but the pass is deflected. Great take there, I believe that's Vincent Clark. No, sorry, that's Lewis. Jordan Lewis.
You get that turnover and you attack, and that's Dunbar style. They got all the way to the basket.
Rode shoots the 3. It rims in and out.
Running off the rebound there.
Good pass there, Lewis to Williams. Williams with the drive. Tries to spin it off the backboard, but couldn't get the fall. Eagles looking to push it a little bit. Kyle Rode. Still again, Jordan Lewis kicks it over to Hollingsworth. Trevor Hill contests. Dunbar's coach wants to know where the foul is. A little bit of contact there, but no call. So it'll be underneath out of bounds to the Bulldogs. 3:54 left till halftime. Bulldogs up by 10, 29-19.
LCA in a man-to-man right now.
Trying to switch their defenses up. Hollingsworth drives.
I think Hollingsworth saw that as an opportunity, and he drove right into the lane, got to the basket, drew the foul.
Trey King second. That's not good news for the Eagles as their leading scorer. They need him out on the court. It'd be hard for anybody to guard Hollingsworth one-on-one. At the same time, you got to switch your defenses up to see if you can get Dunbar out of an offensive rhythm, because they have done a great job tonight. But you said on pace for 80 points this game. They're averaging 71, so second one is missed. (30-19), Dunbar up. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left till halftime. Not sure what happened there. We couldn't hear the official from where we are upstairs. Trevor Hill, good trap by Dunbar, but he gets it out.
Trey's working hard down there on the block, trying to find an opening.
Yep, they need to try to get it to the middle, but Dunbar making that difficult. Hill comes up top. He's got it. Pierce Dalton, a freshman. Pass inside to Hall. Kicks it over to the wing to Hill. 3 ball is good.
That's the result of getting the ball into the middle of the defense, kicking it back out. That was good ball movement.
30-22 Bulldogs. Darius Williams with the drive. Runner in the lane. It's a little bit short. Hall gets a rebound for LCA. Hill's got it. Nate Ballantyne shouts out the play to his senior. Just a little bit too high pass there. Good drive there. Foul's going to be on Trevor Hill. And Dontel Brown is going to go to the free throw line for 2. Dontel struggling a little bit from the free throw line this year, shooting 30%. Only had 10 attempts, though, so that one's a little short. So,
Well, down 8 points, Greg. LCA really needs to make the most of all their offensive possessions between now and the end of the half, which is 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Need to make the most of it, tighten this ball game up going into halftime.
Second one up is off. Trey King with the rebound. He stays in with the 2 fouls because Dunbar could go on a spurt quickly, so I'm sure Coach Valentine's told him to be really careful. They break the press. Isaiah Hunt, the freshman, has it. He checks back into the game for Pierce Dalton. Inside to King. Kicks it in the corner to Kyle Rowe. Goes to dry baseline. Nice cut by Trey King. Dives to the block there for a short jumper, but it's no good. Darius Williams with it for Dunbar. Good hustle there by Austin Hall. He gets on the floor and jumped. They call walking. Yes, he rolled over there while he had the ball, so it'll go over to the Bulldogs. Good hustle by the sophomore, Austin Hall, for LCA.
Getting on the floor first, it's amazing what that does. It gets you the ball.
That's exactly right. Hollingsworth jump shot, it's good. Man, what a great stroke that young man has.
It's the second time that I can recall that one pass off the inbounds into a quick jump shot. Got to try to prevent that.
Sure, they will talk about that one at halftime. It's 32-22. Dunbar Bulldogs up by 10. 1 minute and 43 seconds left till halftime. Neither team in the bonus yet. Isaiah Hunt with a 3. It's a little bit long. Kyle Rowe tries to get in, but I believe it's Jordan Lewis with it. He goes all the way. Ball rims out.
I think it's over the back on Dunbar player. It'll go back to LCA. Number 20.
That was on number 20 for Dunbar. That's Jordan Brown. That's his second.
I think Coach Valentine leaving Trey King in this last 3 minutes or so indicates how important it is to finish up this half. We've got to keep Trey out there.
Just LCA, Dunbar's pressure is creating a lot of turnovers there. It's 2 times in a row, just bad passes even in just the early offense. And sure, that's something that Coach Valentine's going to address at halftime. So Dunbar's got it. They're up by 10 with 1:12 left till halftime. I want to thank White Greer, Maggard, and All Sports for being sponsors of high school basketball and PrepSpin.
Settling into 2-3, trying to prevent the drive to the basket.
Inside to Dontel Brown. He goes up strong, but Trey King contesting, does a good job of not fouling. Goes back over to the Eagles. 45 seconds left till halftime. Inside to Wade, he kicks it out to Hall. Trevor Hill with for the Eagles. Inside to Trey King.
Good feed to Trey. Good finish.
A lot of times you think fade away is not a good shot, but Trey King, I've seen him make several of those this year. So
Had that Hakeem Olajuwon look to it.
It did have a little dream, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon look to it. 14 seconds down to 12. 10. Hollingsworth's got out and say he's going to be the man that's going to take it. 3 seconds. He drives to the basket. Good defense. And going to be called for the charge. Trey King. Wow, that was a close one there. Could have went either way. It was a bam play and goes against the Bulldogs to end the half. And I believe that's on Hollingsworth, so that'll be his second. So key players. So you knew Hollingsworth was going to take the last shot. So
referees gathered to finalize their decision. Dunbar has volunteered to go to the
replay shows there should be 0.8. All right, William Warfield, our producer tonight and founder of PrepSpin, is saying that 0.8 is still on the clock, and so they do put that back up there. So, all right, my man William on it. So LCA length of the court, probably my guess would be to try to get it to Trey King and see if he can do something. Try to get a shot off real quick. Goes to heel. He doesn't get off the time, so that will make it halftime there. But what a great first half we have is a game of runs. And at halftime, the Dunbar Bulldogs are up 32-24. We're going to take a halftime break here and we'll try to come back if we can, try to get you some halftime statistics. I want to thank White Greer Maggard and All Sports for being our sponsors. But we're going to go and take a little half.
He helped lead the Eagles to unprecedented heights, appearing in one state semifinal, 2 state finals, including winning the 2009 state championship, which was the first in school history. Went on to start at Thomas More College, where he just finished his collegiate career. He left the Saints owning 13 school records and having been named a 2014 NCAA Division III First Team All-American, as well as a finalist for the Gagliardi Player of the Year trophy. He graduated in the spring of 2015 with a degree in communications. He's currently working at Lexington and training for a potential professional football career. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back one of LCA's greats from the 2010 class, Dominique Hayden. Our final inductee tonight made an indelible mark on the LCA community. Known for his strong faith and outgoing, fun-loving personality, he made a major impact on all those around him, starring in both baseball and soccer for the Eagles, but baseball is where he made his biggest mark. A pitcher and an outfielder, he notched a 1.98 career ERA for the Eagles and struck out 176 batters in 116 innings. That's an astounding 10.57 batters per 7-inning pitch. He not only dominated on sound, he also hit 404 for his career with 52 RBI and 33 steals. His senior year, he was named co-pitcher of the year in Lexington and was also named the Gatorade Kentucky Baseball Player of the Year. Upon graduation, he signed with the University of Kentucky, but was drafted in the second round of the MLB draft by the Texas Rangers, making his debut in 2011 with the Rangers and pitched for them until he was traded to the Boston Red Sox prior to the 2015 seasons. Through 4 MLB seasons, he has pitched in 204 games, sports a 13-10 record, and a 3.95 ERA. He will be entering his second season with the Red Sox next year. He and his wife, fellow LCA alum and former Brittany Lions, still make the all-season home in Central Kentucky, where they are heavily involved in Mission 108, a non-profit mission organization they founded. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Mr. Ronnie Watts.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White, Greer, and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White, Greer, and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard. where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
Welcome back to the Lexington Christian Academy, hosting the Dunbar Bulldogs in a big city matchup, and had a great game in the first half. It was a game of runs. Dunbar started out on one, LCA went on one, cut it down to two, then Dunbar went off on another run and wound up going ahead, pulling away, lead by 8 at halftime, 32-24. Who were some of the leading scorers for both teams, Todd Ziegler?
Well, for Dunbar, they're being led by their three double-digit average scores per game. But Jordan Lewis has made efficient use of 6 field goals. He's 5 of 6 from the field. A couple free throws gives him 12 points to lead scores for Dunbar. Hollingsworth at 9 and Williams at 6, and they have Vince Clark at 3. For LCA, there are three scores for the team in the first half. Trey King, Kyle Rode, and Trevor Hill, which are the 3 folks you would expect to put some points up, but we need some of those other guys to step up. It's really been a game of turnovers so far. The Dunbar Bulldogs have turned 6 more turnovers by LCA into 7 more field goal attempts. Both teams are shooting in the mid to low 50s, and that kind of turns out to be an 8-point difference at halftime. So if we can cut down the turnovers, handle the pressure, I think we're in store for a good ball game, Greg.
All right, well, LCA will start off. They've got the same starters they had in the first half, and looks like Dunbar's going to have the same starters too, so we look forward to a great second half. I'm Greg Horn, and Todd Ziegler joined. William Warfield is producing for us tonight. Got the big guy in the house tonight producing, so we appreciate his help. And
another stat that kind of jumps out at me, Greg, is halftime there's 5 offensive rebounds for Dunbar, and you really got to cut those down in a game like this.
Dunbar does pound the boards. They're 5-0, third ranked in the state. You can see why, because they flat get it done in both the offense and defensive end. Inside to Trey King, little sprint move. Wow, nice shot and finish.
That's the way we want to start the second half. Get it to the big guy and let him finish.
Drive by Tevion Hollingsworth. Lewis, who had 12 in the first half, only averaging 11. I say only 11's good in high school, but he had 12 at halftime, so his first shot, though, was off, and LCA looking to try to get inside to Trey King again, and just a little bit too high.
Just off the tip of the fingers.
Lewis runs, kicks it off to Hollingsworth. That's like a layup for him, so 3 ball is good. 35-26, Bulldogs increase their lead to 9.
When a player like Hollingsworth gets to step into a pass like that and go straight up, he's pretty good with it.
You can see why he averages 30 points a game. Beautiful stroke, Trevor Hill. Nice drive, can't finish. King gets it, but it goes out of his hands. Kyle Rowe gets a rebound, puts a floater in the lane, but can't get it. Deflected, stolen. Lewis leading the break for Dunbar. Tries to get it out to Darius Williams. It goes off, I believe, Hill's shoe. Williams drives, a senior. Nice drive and finish for Darius Williams, outstanding senior. 37-26, Bulldogs up by 11. 6 minutes and 35 seconds in the third quarter. We're just getting this second half started.
Dunbar in a full court man-to-man. LCA handled the pressure pretty well that time.
Isaiah Hunt drives, gets penetration.
Called an offensive foul there, Greg. I'm not sure if I saw it. Your eyes might be better than mine.
That's what I was trying to figure out what was called. But he calls it on Isaiah Hunt. So the freshman point guard for LCA picks up his 3rd foul. And trying to take advantage of that. Wow, nice take. Lewis with a great drive. He's got 14, and he's playing really well tonight. He's a senior, and he has come to play. Trevor Hill tries to get in the corner, but the pass is deflected. Lewis got it. He drives. Great pass to Williams. Austin Hall contested. Dunbar looking for the foul call, their coach. But Nate Valentine doesn't want this thing to get away as Dunbar's up 13, and Dunbar's going to have it underneath out of bounds. We got to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rode, and you're watching LCA men's basketball on PrepSpin.com.
When you're not happy with your smile, you feel down. When you feel down, you stay in bed. When you stay in bed, you miss deadlines. When you miss deadlines, a lot of kids are upset. Don't upset a lot of kids. Love your smile. Call White, Greer, and Maggard today.
Welcome back to Lexington Christian Academy. Timeout called by Nate Valentine for Lexington Christian as Dunbar has increased their lead. It was only 8 points at halftime, but it's up to 13, 39-26. Dunbar shoots a three. Hall gets the rebound for LCA.
Good positioning there on his rebounding. Got the block out, went straight up, got it.
Trey King gets it inside. He got off to a good start this half. It looked like he's going to get pushed, I think. It's going to be on Brown, Dontel Brown. Just his first. Underneath out of bounds, Trevor Hill inbound it, the senior. Trying to look inside. He gets it to Trey King, back to Trevor Hill. Looks inside again to King. That's an interesting call there. But,
He get the ball to the big guy. He did lower his shoulder a little bit, but it didn't look like well, I'm not a referee, Greg.
Yeah, we'll give benefit of the doubt. So sure that this was right. So that'll be three on Trey King, so that's not good news for LCA. Jordan Lewis brings it up for the Bulldogs. Darius Williams, the senior, what a drive. Wow.
That's tough to stop, Greg. The young man's pretty quick.
He's averaging almost 16 points a game coming into this game. You can see why, because he's got tremendous strength and can drive. Trevor Hill fakes the three, gets over to Kyle Rowe. They look inside to Trey King again. This time I believe Hollingsworth is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be his third. So the two leading scorers for both teams with three fouls early in the third quarter. Only 4 minutes and 51 seconds. I should say there's still 4:51 left in the third quarter. Only played 3 minutes and 9 seconds so far in this third quarter. So Hollingsworth's going to have to take a little bit of rest. But LCA being down 15, Trey King's going to stay in for them.
With Hollingsworth out, this is a time for LCA to try to take advantage of it.
Trevor Hill with the drive, misses. Trey King tries to rebound it, but can't get it. Bulldogs running. Darius Williams has got it. Drives, floater in the lane. It's good.
Dunbar's forcing the pace and kind of having things their way right now.
Trevor Hill brings it up. Yeah, Dunbar's definitely their style of play. They're getting the glass and running, and Nate Valentine doesn't want this one to get out of hand, so he's going to call a timeout. So we've got 4 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's at Dunbar 43, LCA 26. We'll be right back after this break.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm Other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Welcome back to Lexington Christian Academy High School. LCA trailing the Dunbar Bulldogs 43-26. I'm Greg Horn, joined by Todd Ziegler. William Warfield's a producer tonight. Appreciate you joining us on PrepSpin.com. LCA called a timeout, and Nate Valentine was pretty passionate about what he was telling these guys.
Well, I don't think there was a lot of X and O conversation. It was a little bit more of a heart-to-heart that time.
Got to do that. It was only an 8-point game at halftime, and Dunbar has expanded to 17. We still got 4 minutes left in this third quarter, so in less than 4 minutes, Dunbar doubles their lead from halftime. So they go inside to their leading scorer, Trey King. He tries to drive, and He's called for travel.
I think he just kind of lost his balance just a little bit and moved his feet.
Yep. So it goes over to Dunbar. Jordan Lewis, outstanding senior guard, having a tremendous game for Dunbar, brings it up over to Darius Williams. There's another senior that's had a great game. He drives and been very successful tonight. That one doesn't fall. King gets the rebound. Passes it out to Macbeth. 3 balls up. It's good.
There you go.
Christian Macbeth with his first points of the night.
Trey King leading the break, getting it out to the wing there. Way to knock down that 3-pointer.
43-29. Bulldogs up by 14. Drive by Clark. Macbeth. He's going to be called on the floor, the foul. So he gets, I believe, it's his first foul. So it is. 2 fouls on LCA, 4 on Dunbar. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Lewis sets up the offense for Dunbar. LCA. Brown gets it, reverses it over to Clark, over to Darius Williams. Back up, top. The drive there by Justin Kelly, and he is fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. That's going to be Macbeth's second, so he picks up 2 quick ones.
LCA was playing a man-to-man there. I thought they did a really good job and kind of had the guy in a bad spot, and I think they just kind of reached in there at the end and bailed him out.
First one is up by Justin Kelly. It's good. 44-29. Bulldogs up by 15. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Second one touches on all parts, but doesn't quite fall down. So Kelly was 75% free throw shooter, so he's got a good stroke. Trevor Hill with LCA. Good pressure there. Lewis makes him pick it up. Kyle Rowe forces it up. Goes in.
There you go.
44-31. Lewis right back for Dunbar.
Dunbar quick back at it.
Kyle Rowe looks. Trey King. It's off. Macbeth gets it. Kicks it out to Trevor Hill. Man, Dunbar gets back quick on defense. Nice ball movement. Hall with the finish.
Hall found that lane to the basket and put that hand up and was able to get the ball for the good good layup.
44-33, down to 11. Coach Nate Ballantyne challenged his guys to get a stop. Justin Kelly looked like he was going to try to take a drive, but Williams gets it, shoots a jump shot, good.
Well, from defensive perspective, that's a shot that you want them to take just inside 3-point line, but he knocked it down.
He did. Hall with the 3 ball. It's good.
I think it's 2 for him now, right, Greg?
Yeah, he's 2 in a row. He's
got the hot hand.
Just a sophomore. 6'4". Trevor Hill, the only senior playing right now for LCA. Williams has got it. Williams tries to drive, and he's called for the foul. Good defense there by Trevor Hill. Williams has been successful driving all night, but Hill did a good job moving his feet that time, so turnover goer. That's only Williams' first. He's had an outstanding game for Dunbar. He's a senior.
Minute 20 left, 10-point ball game. Need to finish this quarter.
Great block by Dontel Brown. They're running. Clark drives, and he finishes for Dunbar. Vincent Clark with the deuce. 48-36. That was a big transition there. That could have been an 8-point game. It winds up. LCA doesn't score, and Dunbar does, so it could have been an 8-point game. Goes up to 12. 4-point swing there.
They continually apply the pressure on both ends of the court.
Really do. Really impressed by Dunbar. A reason why they're ranked 3rd in the state. They bring it on both ends. Trevor Hill underneath out of bounds for LCA. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in this third quarter. Kyle Rhodes got it. Tries to get the King on the block. He's got a nice jump shot. He shoots it. This time a little bit long. Hall and Jordan Brown were contesting for it, but I believe went off Brown, Dunbar. So Trevor Hill underneath out of bounds. 54 seconds left, third quarter. Dunbar up by 12. Try to throw an alley-oop to Kyle Rowe, but a little bit short. Williams with Kelly, Justin Kelly with the drive, and he's fouled.
That's not a bad foul out there, Greg. You got to make him earn him on the free throw line. He was out there by himself.
Justin Kelly, another senior for Dunbar. They get a lot of experience. Of course, Hollingsworth, outstanding junior. Dunbar's really good team. Kelly shooting 75% coming into this game. It's 1 for 2. Now he's 2 for 3 for the game, I believe. Second one, it's good. 49-36 Bulldogs. 49.8 seconds left. Rowe picks up his dribble. Hall.
There's that defensive pressure again by Dunbar.
Another turnover by LCA. LCA had 14 turnovers in the first half, and what got him in a hole, and that one there. 40 seconds left. Dunbar up by 13. Lewis has got it. LCA goes a little 1-3-1 zone. Pierce Dalton checks into the game. He loses it. Williams, he's just so strong. Trevor Hill and Pierce Dalton were trying to fight him, but Williams is too strong for either one of them. So,
yeah, just a matter of a bigger, stronger, more experienced player there.
Yeah, Pierce Dalton, just a freshman going up against the senior Williams. Pierce Dalton gets called for his first foul. That's 4 on Dunbar. He's only got 2 on LCA. So
I think Darius may have lost a contact there.
Darius,
and it's back in place.
You got that. Got to have that. Darius shooting 67% from the free throw line. He was 2 for 2 in the first half, so getting up a little bit higher. First one's up. It's a little bit long. 29 seconds left till halftime. To the end of the third quarter. Greg Horn, joined by Todd Ziegler. Thanks for tuning in to PrepSpin for high school basketball. Thank White Greer Maggard and all sports. White Greer Maggard Orthodontics take great care of your children's teeth. If they need braces, so go check them out. They'll take great care of you. And all sports has been taking care of all the Central Kentucky sporting goods needs for many years. Justin Kelly with the finish. 13 seconds. Trey King's got it. Kicks it back. Good ball fake by Hall, but he comes up short. And he's going to be called, I would think, over the back. So, got to be frustrating there for the young man.
Yeah, it looked like the ball just wasn't in his hand comfortably, and he shot it more with his palm, and it was short. And then he, tried to make up for it and went over the back a little bit.
It's his Hall's first foul. Dunbar first foul of the night. Dunbar's extended to a 15-point lead, 51-36. 6.8 seconds left in the third quarter. Justin Kelly at the free throw line. First one short. 6 seconds. Trey Kings gets a rebound. Take it up. And kind of in that night. Justin DeMoss has just checked into the game for LCA. He's a senior and trying to give a breather there to try to get some senior leadership in. And Trey King is a little too high. 3-ball shot. So at the end of the third quarter, it's going to be Dunbar 51, LCA 36. We're going to take a short break, recognize our sponsors. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter on PrepSpin.
Choosing a college is about setting a course, a path that leads to your destination. At EKU, the adventure is what lies in between. Eastern Kentucky University. Great journeys begin here.
I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Welcome back to Lexington Christian Academy High School Gym. I'm Greg Horn, joined by Todd Ziegler. We're starting the fourth quarter of a big district matchup between Dunbar and LCA. Dunbar up 51-36.
Greg, that third quarter was won by Dunbar 19-12. So Dunbar got that almost 20-point quarter just like the first quarter, and that's when they established their lead, and that's they extended it out to 15 in that third quarter now.
They were just up 8 at halftime, but they did jump back on top. Hollingsworth missed it, and it's batted around, and it'll be a foul called. 44, DeMoss for LCA, going to be called for the foul. Justin DeMoss is a senior for LCA. Jordan Brown will be at the free throw line. Jordan Brown is shooting, actually, he's 0 for 2, and now he's 0 for 3, so not been to the free throw line a lot, so he's not connected yet. Trevor Hill tries to drive, and I believe that Brown's going to be called for the foul. So it's going to be Brown's third for Dunbar. Underneath out of bounds, Hill inbounds at the Kyle Rowe. He tries to go up strong, and he's fouled. With 7:19 left, it's Dunbar 51, LCA 36. And at this point, got to make these free throws, Todd, if we're going to get back in this one.
Well, you got to take advantage of everything that you have in front of you. Right now, it's the free throws, but I think LCA is going to have to attack the basket a little bit more. They're going to have to be the aggressor going into this fourth quarter, down double digits, and that one rolls off for us. But I think LCA is going to have to turn the dial just a little bit.
Kyle Road is shooting 67% from the free throw line, makes the second one. I want to give a shout out to Walker Horn, my nephew listening down in Austin, Texas. He just texted me and said he's listening in to Todd Ziegler and his Uncle Greg calling the game. And he attended LCA before they moved in June. He's a sixth grader. He's a baller. 51-37 Bulldogs. Lewis drives and kicks it off to Trey Homer, and it goes off his hands and out of bounds. Homer hadn't played much, and unfortunately after the turnover, he's going to be coming out. Justin Kelly checks back in. 51-37, Bulldogs up 14. 6:55 left. Trey King loses his footing again. Go out of bounds, but it'll stay LCA underneath out of bounds. 6:52 left.
Justin DeMoss doing some good things defensively down there at last trip. He's closing off those lanes to the basket.
Kyle Rowe drives, forces up one in the lane, rims out, can't get it. Williams has got it. He gives it up. Jordan Lewis up top for Dunbar. We're going to set it up. Shots off. Hunt's got it for LCA. Kicks over to Trevor Hill. Trevor Hill tries to drive. Kicks it back over to Rode. Rode driving on Darius Williams. Trey King, 3-ball in the corner. Rims out. Trey King's actually made some threes this year. Lewis drives, shoots a jumper, it's off. Darius Williams drives on DeMoss. Rims out, Trey King. DeMoss, good defense there. Kyle Rowe, 3-ball on the break. It's short.
Just both ends are cold right now. Coach Dunbar said he's seen enough. We're just going to stop it for a little bit.
Scott Chalk, Coach Dunbar calls a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. With 5 minutes and 41 seconds left in the game, it's Dunbar 51, LCA 37. We'll be right back after this short break.
Like the thoroughbreds we are named for, racers are spirited and proud. We have the heart and will to succeed, to go farther, learn more, and embrace wisdom. We are champions who take our place in the Murray State tradition.
Welcome back to Lexington Christian Academy High School. We're watching big district game between the Dunbar Bulldogs and the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles. I'm Greg Horn, joined by Todd Ziegler. William Warfield is producing tonight. Thanks for joining us. Dunbar's up 51-37. We've got 5 minutes and 41 seconds left in this game. Chalk just called the timeout for Dunbar. Want to make sure his guys stayed under control. LCA trying to make a little bit of a run, but just not been able to finish. Had a couple of threes, one by Trey King, one by Kyle Road on 2 offensive possessions, but couldn't get them to fall. So he wanted to not let it get back under double figures, so he calls a timeout. Hollingsworth drives to the basket. He is fouled.
That looked kind of designed out of a timeout. Hollingsworth got the foul driving to the basket.
Foul's on Justin DeMoss. That's going to be his second foul. Hollingsworth, a quiet second half. First half he had 9.
He picked up his third, I believe, sometime in the third quarter there, and came out and hasn't gotten into his rhythm.
This is the first one, and Hollingsworth has got, I believe, 12, if I can see correctly, across the way. Second one's off. Isaiah Hunt with the rebound for LCA. Trevor Hill's got it.
Dunbar turning up the defensive pressure full court again.
Trevor Hill gets over to Trey King. Over to Hall for a 3 ball. He shoots it. It's a little bit long. Trevor Hill gets on the floor for it. Nice hustle by him. Trey King, Isaiah Hunt tries to get it to Trey King, but can't. But Hill somehow comes up with it out of that. Both teams playing extremely hard. Big city matchup, you expect that. Dunbar 5-0, LCA 5-1. Trey King throws a hard pass. Isaiah Hunt with the 3. He makes it. It's good.
How about the freshman there?
Yeah, he's really talented. Got some early foul trouble in the first half. Never really got into rhythm either. And so 51-40, down to 11. Hollingsworth tries to drive. Trevor Hill reaches in, fouls him.
And he's also left-handed, and I kind of am partial left-handers, Greg.
Yeah, coming from a southpaw, not surprised. Trevor Hill picks up his third. Hollingsworth going to the line.
We've kind of gotten into a lull here. There's not been a lot of scoring, but it's only 11-point game, 12-point game now with the free throw going down. LCA keeps battling, and they're keeping this game, they're keeping themselves in this game. Coach Chalk, I don't think, is very comfortable yet.
No, he got down to 11. He called timeout. 3 ball, couple of threes. LCA shoots a 3 pretty well, get back in it quickly. So Rowe gets it inbound, tries to throw it over the press to Hunt. Hunt's got it. Good pressure there by Dunbar. He drives. Dunbar called for the foul there, Isaiah Hunt. Nice job of penetrating to the basket.
You get a 3-pointer to go down and gives you a little confidence, and he found the lane there, took it, went at it. Now he's shooting free throws for it.
Fouls on Hollingsworth. That's his 4th, so that's big. LCA struggling at the free throw line tonight, though. Get back in this game, need to make those, but just not getting them to fall tonight. Neither team's really shot free throws very well. Second one rims out.
Rattled out.
4 minutes.
LCA's turning up the defense, Greg.
Yeah, they need to try to do something to get Dunbar out of their offensive rhythm. And Trevor Hill, good hustle there. Always plays really hard.
You know, the Eagles are giving a really good effort here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to trap out of this. It looks like it's a 1-3-1 zone, maybe. Darius Williams got it. Good deflection there by Rode. Good bounce pass there by Lewis. Dontel Brown is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Dunbar showed some of that experience on that. They handled the pressure, got the ball in, dumped it off to a player diving to the basket.
Nice stroke there. Jordan Brown, free throw's good. That's his first free throw of the year that he's made. He only shot 2 before this game. I believe he missed 1 earlier in the game, so that one looked good. So Dunbar up by 15, 4 minutes left in this ball game. Trevor Hill brings it up. Good pressure there by Jordan Brown. King's got it. Dontel Brown pressuring him. Kyle Rhodes got it on the block. Good pressure. Hall corner kicks it back out to Rode. Rode wants a ball screen from Trey King. Rode drives, kicks it to Trevor Hill. Hill pulls it back out. He's going to try to drive. Wow.
I think there's a lid on that basket.
Yeah, that one seemed like it was down too. It's not going well for LCA in this quarter. Darius Williams, he drives. Nice little up and under is good. Darius Williams having an outstanding game. Got 16 points. He leads the Bulldogs. Jordan Lewis has 14. Trevor Hill's got it. He drives. Little runner in the lane, misses, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2.
LCA's playing the 1-3-1 half-court defense and extending that defense. It's a high-risk, high-reward defense, and Dunbar's done a good job getting a couple of opportunities out of it.
First one up by Hill's good. Trevor Hill was shooting 84% from the free throw line going into this game. Shoots it well from three-point range too, but Dunbar done a good job of not letting him get any threes tonight. I think he might have had one in the first half, but he hasn't got even a look in the second half. As Coach Chalk and the Dunbar coaching staff told their guys, do not let him shoot threes, and they've done a good job of that in the second half. Hill's called for the foul this time. I believe that's going to be his 4th. It is his 4th, so. Hollingsworth will go to the free throw line. It's good. Gives Hollingsworth 14. So he and Lewis tied for second leading score, 14. Darius Williams leading with second one goes in. And Hollingsworth, a 74% free throw shooter. Hill brings it up. Good pressure by Jordan Brown. Gets it to Austin Hall. Nice drive by Hill. He finishes that one there.
High off the glass.
Dunbar pulls it back out. Into the game. First time for Dunbar is a freshman, Jared Gadd. Vincent Clark checks back into the game for the Bulldogs. They're up by 15. Bulldogs up 59-44 over LCA with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. Hollingsworth's got it. LCA in that zone. Dontel Brown kicks it back out to Lewis. He's got it. Get it to Brown on the block. He drives. And one. Fouled by Hunt. Isaiah Hunt, the freshman. I believe that's going to be his fourth.
You got to give Dunbar a lot of credit. They're playing like a veteran team. They're playing like a number 3 ranked team in the state.
Yeah, they really are. They're really solid. They got lots of good players. Scott Chalk's doing a good job with them as their head coach. And 3-point plays completed by Brown. So gives, I believe, it Dunbar their biggest lead of the night. 18, 62-44, 159 left. Bill's trying to bring it up. Gets it inside. Rowe backs in, goes up. Short, goes up again, but can't get it to fall, but it's fouled. Stop the clock with 1:49. I believe that's going to be called on Gadd, the freshman. Getting some good varsity minutes here. Dunbar having a big lead, so Rhodes' first one is short.
I think LCA have better nights at the free throw line and at the field. They just missing a little bit more than they usually would tonight.
Yeah, they have struggled putting the ball in the hole. Here's Dalton, the freshman, checks in for Isaiah Hunt, another freshman for LCA. LCA decides to pick up full court. Lewis breaks that pretty easily. Brown goes in again against King, misses it, gets his own rebound. Austin Hall competes with him, but he's going to be called for the foul.
I think they called that one on Kyle Road from behind.
You're right, they did. Stand corrected, 22, not 25, so Rhodes' first foul of the night.
It's hard to believe that's Kyle's first foul tonight.
Yeah, he's been around the ball a lot. I thought it was the second for sure, but his first. Brown misses the first free throw. Second one rims out. 62-45 Bulldogs. 1 minute 36 seconds left in this game. Trevor Hill brings it up. Guarded by Vincent Clark. He drives. Blocked, but he is fouled on the take. I believe Gadd may have got him, so freshman picks up his second. Hill go to the free throw line for 2, and one of the best free throw shooters out on the floor tonight is Hill makes that one. Shooting 84% coming into this game, so. Second one is short. He gets his own rebound and almost puts it in, but couldn't get it. It's kind of nice it's been for LCA.
It's a bit unusual to see the shooter go straight down the lane, retrieve the ball, get fouled again.
He's going to go up for 2 more. Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen him miss 2 free throws, so. Scott Chalk calls a timeout. It's down to 16, but we're going to take a quick timeout. It's Dunbar 62, LCA 46. 1 minute, 29 seconds left. We'll be right back after this short break.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White, Greer, and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White, Greer, and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
Welcome back to Lexington Christian Academy's high school gym, and they're playing the Dunbar Bulldogs. Hill for the second free throw after a timeout by Dunbar. Makes it 62-47. Bulldogs up by 15, in control. 1 minute, 27 seconds left in this one. LCA full court pressure. Vincent Clark gets it, kicks it to Gadd down the corner. Tries to throw it back up top, but that's going to be over and back, so.
It was a good trip. I think they got a younger player for Dunbar in a spot he wasn't comfortable in, and kind of threw the ball a little long.
Yep, Gadd struggled there, but he's getting some great varsity experience as a freshman. And So they bring back into the game Jordan Brown, who's had a nice game for Dunbar. So Hill gets Pierce Dahl with a little run in the lane. It's good.
Little floater.
It's down to 13, 62-49. Only 61 seconds left, though. Dunbar in control. Well, you have to make free throws at this point. So Scott Chalk's going to call, I believe, another timeout. So doesn't like something he sees and trying to get his team ready, because I know he wants to go to the state. So we're going to take another. We'll just keep it here since we've had so many timeouts. But we want to thank our sponsors, White, Greer, Maggard, and All Sports. Thank William Warfield, our producer and founder of Sports Talk. Todd Ziegler's joining me. We appreciate you joining in. We'll be back Thursday night as LCA goes down the road to Danville, Kentucky, and hope you'll join us for that game. Here it's been all Dunbar tonight, but can't say you anything surprised. Dunbar came to this game averaging 71 points, and they don't quite have that, but earlier in the game I thought they were going to get 80.
Well, they were, the first and third quarters are hot quarters for them tonight, but what's impressive is this is a veteran team, but it is young in the season, and they've had a pretty comfortable lead most of this game. Coach Chalk has really stayed on this team, even down here towards the end of the ball game, and you got to admire that. I think this is a team that's really got purpose to their season, and they're working hard right now.
Well, they really are. He is coaching them up and not letting them settle, and against a stronger opponent, LCA, one of the younger teams in Lexington, and he's making sure that they realize you can't let up once you get a lead, because they have let LCA chip away at it in this fourth quarter. LCA look like they're playing a 2-3, probably try to trap out of it. Clark gets it over in the corner. Nice drive there by Hollingsworth. Misses, gets his own rebound, puts it in. Hollingsworth has 17 now, leading the Bulldogs in scoring.
Dunbar continues to pick the ball up pretty aggressively.
Trevor Hill drives, but misses. Hollingsworth's got it. Nice pass to Brown, blocked by Trey King. Rhodes got it, looks up forward, but gets it ahead to King. Just the way night it's been for LCA, another short miss. Trey King, just a tough night for him. I believe he's got 13. Missed a lot of close ones, and it's going to be over. Last year LCA won the home game with Dunbar, but not tonight, as the Bulldogs win this one 64-49, and Jordan Lewis with an outstanding game with 14. Dontel Brown had 5. Tavian Hollingsworth had 17. Vincent Clark, it looks like, had 5. And then Jordan Brown had 2. Leading scorers there for them for LCA. Going to have Trevor Hill with 11. Kyle Rowe with 10. Trey King with 13. Austin Hall with 5. And Pierce Dalton with 2. So big city matchup, but the number 1, third-ranked team in the state, undefeated, goes to 6-0. LCA drops to 5-2, and so we knew Dunbar was going to be a tough opponent for LCA, and they were.
Well, this team's come into the year with a lot of purpose. They imposed their style of play and were more successful tonight. LCA has a lot of young players early in the season, and they will learn from this ball game.
Well, it mostly is a learning process with they've only got 3 seniors on their whole team. LCA does, and one that starts. DeMoss got to play a little bit off the bench tonight, but really impressed by this Dunbar team. They've got, I believe, 4 seniors that play quite a bit, plus obviously Hollingsworth, who is a junior. They've just got a really nice team. Coach Chalk does a really good job with them. And not only does a lot of teams love to score, but a lot of them don't like to play defense. And I thought Dunbar applied great defensive pressure and never allowed LCA really to get into offensive rhythm.
No, they didn't. And Dunbar applies that pressure on both ends of the court. They were successful, got the turnovers. And I think we're getting some stats here. For Dunbar, the leading scorer was Hollingsworth. He ended up with 18, Darius Williams 16, and Jordan Lewis 14. A couple players with 5. Let's see, you had Vince Clark and Dontel Brown at 5, and Justin Kelly. We talked about kind of the 3 leading scorers for those guys and good complementary players, and that kind of played out. You know, the three players for LCA that you look to, Kyle Rode, Trey King, Trevor Hill, was 11, 12, and 13 points respectively. They'll have better nights.
Well, the thing is, I look at the stats that just really probably, to me, is the telling point in the game. LCA 25 turnovers. 25
turnovers, and they had at half 14. So, you know, it was the story of the ball game. You're just going to have to cut down the turnovers.
Yeah, they just Dunbar's defense, they did a great job of creating pressure, full court press at the beginning of the game, and then even when they got it across midcourt, even in the half-court offense, they played a tight man-to-man and contested shots too, even on drives, and LCA had several that were close but just rimmed out, but I think a lot of that was probably psychological, possibly just because Dunbar kind of gets in your head because they are always in your face and contesting passes and shots and set that tone, like you said, in the first half with LCA having 14 turnovers, a little better in the second half. And LCA shoots 43% for the game. Dunbar 49%. 3-point range for the game. Dunbar was 3 for 8. LCA 5 for 13. Neither team shot very well from the free throw line. Dunbar only 13 for 26 for 50%. LCA 8 for 14 for 57%. So just kind of a game that Dunbar's got more talent. They're third ranked in state undefeated, and just think probably the better team won tonight. Well,
I think that's true, but a positive thing LCA can take from this game, at least off the stat sheet, is the rebounds. They out-rebounded Dunbar, and they did a great job. They did a better job on the offensive boards in the second half. They tied 10 offense. That was not the case in the first half. They had eight of those offensive rebounds in the second half. Rebounding a team like Dunbar is a good takeaway for LCA.
And points off turnovers, the Eagles had 13. The Bulldogs took advantage of those 25 LCA turnovers, scored 28 points. But when you're starting a freshman and sophomore in your backcourt, you do have Trevor Hill, senior too, but those three guys that handled the ball the most. Dunbar's experience and athleticism definitely showed up tonight. And LCA's a really good team, but Dunbar third ranked in the state, and they showed it. So just was a good high school game. Dunbar pulled away in the second half, and so we'll have to see. You'll have a matchup later on. LCA will have to go to Dunbar and play, so see what we can get there. But we're going to be back on the air Thursday night as the Eagles go to Danville to play, step out of the district and region for a matchup, go down the road to play the Danville Admirals. So we hope that you'll join us in. William Warfield and I will be on the call for that. So we appreciate you joining us tonight. I want to thank White Greer Maggard Orthodontics for being our sponsor. Just great supporter of high school athletics and LCA here in Lexington, Kentucky, and all sports. And you know them in front of Fayette Mall there. And just please thank them for making this broadcast possible. And so for Todd Ziegler, I'm Greg Horn, William Warfield, our producer. Thanks for tuning in. Your final score tonight, Dunbar Bulldogs 64, Lexington Christian Academy Eagles 49. Good night.